Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today we're bringing you Norra Senna Portal Control. And this is actually a standard deck. As you can see, we're not playing stuff like Battlefish, which is an Eternal. And the idea with this deck is that we're just playing, it's kind of like Norra Vega if you played that before, but instead of focusing on the Vega package, we're kind of just going more all in on the portals. So playing the Team Maker, the Portal Scholar, and even playing that new Mister Thrift to potentially high roll even more portal into our deck and be able to just overwhelm the opponent. And then it's just a bunch of control spells, right? We are playing Shadow Isles plus Bandle City, so we have a lot of ways to control the opponent's board, especially our Soul Harvest, which is really, really powerful, and the Vengeances. So again, you're just gonna slowly control the opponent, kill their units, at the same time develop your portals, and just overwhelm them with you not running out of resources while they do. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the games coming up today. If you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. Enjoy the games. In this match, we're going against Lurk, and this is one of the best matchups that this deck can have. Just because you're able to, like, put so many portals. Use so many portals in the deck to try to kill them with. As much as I like the Portapalooza, though, I think I want to find, like, my blockers early on, right? So, like, the Junk Construct is really good. Unfortunately, we don't have, like, a Pie Toss. Oh! Imagine if I had a Pie Toss. Wow. Wow. Imagine if I had a Pie Toss. I played 3 of them and I had mulligan for this reason. Like, that would have been such a game-winning Pie Toss. The one time I don't have Pie Toss, the opponent plays a 1 health unit, right? I don't really care about the Mister Thrift as much, to be honest. We're gonna go Junk Construct. Opponent can go for their Snapjaw, and I just sacrifice my junk construct. We can go hate. Yeah, so there we go. Oh, that's even dope. I don't even need to sacrifice it. That's even better. I'm not gonna attack with it because I'd rather haste spike their 3 health unit later on. Right? So if they play the 3 health one here, we can just haste spike. And that's a better use of my stuff. Yep, like I said, Surfside Collar comes down as predicted. Still would be so nice for us to have a Pie Toss right here, but unfortunately we don't. So we'll go like this. We'll haste spike the Surfside Collar, and then next time we play Portapalooza. Perfect. Go like this, play Portapalooza next turn. Hope that we can start joining to our Vengeance and into our portals sooner rather than later. We do have this, yeah, the Portapalooza is gonna give me an additional 2 portals into my top of the deck. We will have this Piercing Darkness. Okay, we get 1 of them already. That's cute. Let's go Portapalooza and just try to get more stuff. Sure, let's attack here. This toss is kind of annoying, but that's okay. Actually, the toss helps out with the Mister Thrift, because the less cards I have in my deck, the higher chances it is that it can go to the top of the deck. I need to find removal. I need to start finding removal. We can play a second Junk Construct next turn. I would hate to use this, though, when we have the Husk on the field, but don't know that I have a choice. If they play their Pike right here, I'm also okay with this. Okay, they're gonna actually go after the Mister Thrift. Alright, cool. We lose the second one. I mean, the Mister Thrift, like, again, because the Mister Thrift puts the portals randomly in the deck, it wasn't like we were trying to win through Mister Thrift, right? Like, he's just there to kind of just get me some value that I wouldn't have had otherwise. I would love to play this Norra, but it's kind of possible. And by kinda, I mean it's like really possible that the opponent has the vulnerable. Okay, so then we just play second construct then. Also likely that the opponent could have like a Bone Skewer. This pike, we're gonna have to deal with this pike event. Like, if they have a second pike in their hand, the Bone Skewer is gonna be a problem. If the opponent can, like, remove my whole board, right? Do we keep tossing? Do we keep tossing? Sure, why not? Let's stay in our deck. Clear their whole board. If they have a Bone Skewer, this Bone Skewer is a little bit worse. Portapalooza goes bye-bye. Mister Thrift goes bye-bye. Let's go Norra. Let's go Norra. Open attack. If the opponent has a second pike, whether it's Bone Skewer or Death from Below, they're free to kill this Norra if they so choose to. There's that Vengeance. And we get another portal. That's a pretty good high roll there. Yeah, we'll go like this. We'll go like this. We can actually deny another pike trade. Like if the pike has a chance to like level up, for example, we can always deny it with the Glimpse Beyond. Right now, what if it's actually more correct for me to kill the Overwhelm? Like, the pike is not pushing damage, the Overwhelm is, right? If the opponent has, like, a Bone Skewer, and they decide to use it on this Doombreaker instead of the pike, that's A-okay with us. Again, because, like, this pike is strong, but it's not, like, winning them the game just yet until it can level up. And even after he levels up, because we have the Glimpse, we can deny or we can just take that attack from the pike, right? Because the pike only kills my board when he kills a unit. That's not a great... I mean, it's a good Portapalooza, but not in this situation. Because I guess they're not going to play... They don't get to play Rek'Sai here. They don't get to play Rek'Sai here without, like, just straight up kind of trolling.
When we look ahead, we know how to prepare.
This is gonna go up to 5, so it's gonna be at 12. So the pike is close to leveling up, but again, we can just ignore pike. And once the Norra levels up, the opponent's gonna be in really big trouble. Alright. Do I glimpse now?
Tide's rising.
Do I glimpse now and just deny them that hit? That makes no sense. I'm gonna risk it. We have 5 portals. If we go like this, we're denying the pike the hit. And if the Norra levels up, the opponent, the Norra survives anyways. So if this Norra levels up from... We have 3 portals on the top 4 cards of our deck. 2 of them are from Mister Thrift, so they can be anywhere randomly. But 3 of them are in the top cards of our deck. What? Okay, we missed it. No, there we go. So Norra levels up. She survives because the opponent didn't drag with the pike. And now we're chilling. Oh, and look at that. We got the 3rd portal as well right away. That's pretty juicy, right? So we can just pass here. If the opponent has like a rally, they can use the rally, and that will tap them out of having the answer for to save the pike. And this matchup is just miserable for the Lurk player. Like, absolutely miserable for the Lurk player. Yeah, so we go like this. Do we ever Portapalooza first? Or do we, like, if we Portapalooza, we still have 6 mana? I kind of like this Portapalooza. We didn't get it, unfortunately. We'll go like this. This kills the pike. Opponent's gonna have to have a second pike. Even if they have another Death from Below, it's not killing my whole board. Which is pretty good for us. So if there's a second death from below, it's not killing my whole board, right? Because we denied the hit last turn from the pike. Yep, so there you go. So they get the death from below. They get to stop the Norra. They get to stop the Norra level up. But the pike is leveling up now, right? But because this pike wasn't the one that killed my units, it doesn't really matter. And just like I've been saying, we can just straight up just ignore that pike. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play this second Norra, and we're at 20 HP. So because I'm at 20 HP, when I play this second Norra, it doesn't matter to me that the pike attacks into us. Okay, so now we know that you don't have a bone skewer. So now we know that you don't have a bone skewer. So we can easily just play this Norra. And I want to play Norra instead of Vengeance. So I want to play this Norra instead of the Vengeance. Okay, that could be another pike then, right? That could be the second. That could be the other pike that the opponent has been waiting for.
Fine by me.
If it is, I need to be a little bit careful about how much stuff I put out. I have to be a little bit careful about how much output, like, because if that's the third pike, if that's another death from below, opponent can actually kill my whole board, right? So let's say that that's a death from below. If that's another death from below, opponent, we know that the opponent only has one more unit in their hand. And of course, it's gonna be a freaking overwhelm. We'll have to just pass.
Funny who you remember. Tide's rising.
So we'll have to just pass for now. So there's one problem here. If that's a rally, we also lose, right? So if that's a rally, we lose. I think I have to force them.
Persistence is key.
I have to force them for that to be a rally. If it's a rally negation, I don't want to lose my whole board. So let's go like this. If it's a rally, we still stay alive, right? If it's a death from below, opponent kills my whole board, but that will be their third pike, and then I'm chilling. And then we just have to find a way to kill this Under Titan, which we can do it with the second Senna. So I'm gonna play as if this is a death from below, opponent does it right now, they can kill my whole board. We know it cannot be a bone skewer. If this is a rally, the opponent is still not killing us. And then we just play Norra. But if I play the Senna, opponent could have just waited, right? I don't want to play the Senna until after the opponent commits the last card. Because if that is the third pike, I don't want to lose this Senna right now. Like, if that actually is that third pike, losing that Senna is probably the worst thing that we can do. We can attack with everything here. This is lethal, so it's forcing the opponent to play the last death from below, if it is a death from below. Because this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is exactly lethal. And there we go. Yeah. If last turn, if it was about a negation, right? I didn't block with the Conchologist because it could have cleared my whole board. But if it was a Radical Negation, we knew we could have played out our Senna after, and they have access to the second Senna for any vengeance that we need. If it was instead a rally, by vengeancing the pike, we're not in threat of dying to the rally. So that vengeance had to go on that pike last turn, regardless of what the opponent could have. It couldn't have been a bone skewer because the opponent lurked with that card the turn before. So if it was a pike that was on the top of the deck, it would have transformed into another deck from below. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Aatrox, Vayne, and Quinn. We don't play Quietus, right? This is one of the times where I would actually like to have a Quietus. We do play Soul Harvest though. There it is. So we can kind of go for Team Maker Scholar. Try to have all these portals that are gonna be like putting pressure into the opponent. That's a big boy. That's a big boy right there. I don't think I care about this Broadwind. I'd rather have space for the haste spike to be able to kill like Vayne, for example. So we go like this, Team Maker first. Right? So here we're gonna go Soul Harvest. I get punished by a catch. They don't have the catch. We'll go Team Maker. The opponent doesn't block, of course. We'll have Haste Spike. We'll have the Porter Scholar. Pie Toss, not bad. Okay. So here we just go Pie Toss, right? Before the opponent can put any... I guess I should have just waited. I could have just waited for the opponent to put the quick attack equipment on it.
Those who kill innocents are no more than fiends.
Okay. You should just pass.
Purified bones.
That's such a greedy attack. That's such a greedy attack from them. You should have absolutely always passed there. So we can play the Portal Scholar, get ourselves another portal in the top of the deck. This Portal Scholar kind of stays alive against most of the things that the opponent has. She will have quick attack as well now. We still have access to Vengeance next turn. So we still have access to Vengeance. I guess they could have the... Ooh, that's a nice Norra. Okay. So we just do it again, right? I think we just do it again. See what the opponent does. If they want to kill this right here, I think I'm cool with this. I'm gonna wait. Alright, so we'll go like this. Bye-bye, Reflector. We're gonna lose the Portal Scholar. And that's the first hit that the opponent gets on us. So I'm a little bit scared here that if I play this Norra... If I play this Norra, I don't have a way to defend her, right? Like, I feel like I want to have this Vengeance to defend her with. So it might actually be correct to not play Norra. I'm also not opposed to a Ruination next turn. If the opponent develops an Aka, I'm not opposed to a Ruination. We go like this. We have two portals into our deck now, and we can play Norra into Portapalooza and be chilling. Opponent gets no hits out of this. They already played double Balor, so I'm gonna assume that they don't have another Balor. I like this Portapalooza more than yeah, we go Portapalooza here. Unfortunately, no level up, right? We go like this. The Portapalooza just gives me draw, which I absolutely needed in this matchup, right? The opponent will get a lot of draw here too, though, which kind of sucks for us. I guess the Mystical is the best one. Yeah, the opponent gets a lot of draw here, which really sucks for us. Let's just draw right now. Let's just draw right now and get these portals. If opponent found the fish fight from the Istaratu, I'm kind of screwed a little bit. Wow, what are the chances that I get the same exact one? What are the chances that I get the exact same one twice? I guess not that low, to be honest. Yeah, we get a Submersible. Nice. Gives us an extra draw. So we just drew a lot of cards, but they're also about to draw a lot of cards. They drew a lot of cards here with this Taratu, and I'm about to do it again. Wait, double Herald, double Submersible. What is this? Let's just Pythos again. That's the third Balor. We could also Vengeance. Alright, so the opponent goes for catch here. We Vengeance this Taratu. And now the opponent loses that draw here. We still have this Haste Spike for this Valor. And now apparently we have these Elusives. Okay, opponent gets 8 shots again. Well, we'll go here, just get the draw. They killed the Norra. Is this worth a Haste Spike? Absolutely, right? Absolutely. It's another elusive unit. It's another elusive unit, which is pushing 5, 10, 12. This is 13. We need one more burn. This Overwhelm is kind of juicy. 8 shots? Okay, I guess, yeah, I forgot about 8 shots. I did forget about 8 shots healing them up. Alright, whatever. You get me, We'll go like this. Opponent still cannot play World Ender, which is the beautiful part here. I need to find like a Vengeance or... I guess we can always go second Portapalooza. That's our Vengeance. That's our Vengeance, right? We'll go like this. I need to play this Senna. Okay, first fish fight. That's alright. I need to play this Senna. But I need the Senna to be... Like, I need the Senna to stay alive, right? Okay. I'm very much doubting that the opponent has a second 1 mana fish fight, right? I'm gonna play around the opponent not having a second 1 mana fish fight. They only drew once with his Taratu. Right? They only drew one with Taratu. The problem here is that the opponent tapped out of playing World Ender. So, like, what are they doing here? They tapped out of playing World Ender.
Moving in.
Yeah, we go like this. If the opponent has a form up, the darkness kills it. Alright. We lose the Senna. We lose the Senna. Opponent loses second Aatrox. It still has access to World Ender for 9 mana. Is that worth it? Or do we just go Donnie Shadow and keep the elusives alive?
Come on, we're on the clock. Spirits ain't gonna free themselves.
Alright. You're forcing my hand. You're forcing my hand here. I'm just gonna kill it. Keep my elusive alive. Force you to have that, because next time we can go ahead and play the Demacia with my elusives. This Senna also has Overwhelm. Oh, wow. Okay, so they have an elusive blocker now, apparently. And they have a Quinn. Oh, my goodness. Alright, so this is getting dicey here. So, the opponent can go ahead for the World Ender next turn. And we won't have any way to really stop this. We don't get the Vengeance. Yeah, I think opponent actually gets there. Even if we go for Demacia. Even if we go for Demacia, right? I guess what I have to do is force him to lose that Badger Bear. So we can force him to lose that Badger Bear, but then they can just replace... Like, they're gonna have the World Ender enable, is my problem. I can force them to lose their units, right? I can force them to lose their units. I have enough removal. They're gonna actually, they have to give me the Badger Bear. They have no choice. So they have to give me the Badger Bear. They have no choice. We can go ahead and just play Darkness here. So we Darkness this one. That kills the Quinn. We can go Miskull. And they have access to Hazeback and Soul Harvest. I like the Miskull so that I have access to both. This World Ender's still a problem. So this World Ender's still a problem, right? But we can actually kill their... Like... Right here, if the opponent commits for World Ender, they actually gonna get punished. Because we can actually stop the Aatrox from showing up. So we can go like this. Maybe... Okay, I kind of care more about Naka than I do about Solani, right? So maybe we go like this. Opponent can still play a Naka again next turn, but at least she's not coming down this turn. And it's a more mana commitment for the opponent. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna go like this. If the opponent has a 4-mob, they just get there. I need to find a Vengeance. I need to find a Vengeance or something else. They don't have the 4-mob, so we kill the Aatrox. Aatrox doesn't come down. So the opponent doesn't have the discount. We kill the Anaka, so the opponent has to spend 8 mana to play Anaka next turn. They do have this big Solani, but we do have a lot of nice blockers to deal with Solani if necessary. We can always for Demacia to give ourselves even more value.
Keep your distance.
So like for Demacia sits. We can easily go Portal Scholar. It's another thick unit. Adds a portal for Demacia. Alright, there we go. So we go like this. We go for Demacia. Regardless of what the opponent might have, I don't think I lose here. They do get the draw from this Taratu, which is really unfortunate for us. That wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough, unfortunately, for them, right? Like, if we go like this, we go down to 19. And going to 19 is definitely a problem. So we probably go like this and this one instead. This still survives, and that's game. Opponent needed something better. Opponent needed something better than just another one drop there, right? To actually present lethal. That was a silly game. That was a very silly game. I wish I had gotten some more of my vengeances, right? It would have made this a lot easier. But we were able to punish them when they went for that World Ender. And didn't play around us having the damage-based removal to be able to stop their Aatrox from coming down, right? So we got to kill both Aatrox, and then we got to do this thing, right? I guess the other option I could have done is that I could have just killed Aatrox. There was that one turn that I chose to kill Aatrox with the Senna Daunting Shadow. I should have probably just gone ahead and killed this Aatrox, even if I let my elusive die. I was trying to think, okay, I can commit lethal with the elusive, but then the opponent ended up having the Badger Bear. If I kill this Aatrox, I'm stopping them from getting all that value that they kept getting from all those draw, even though they only got to do it one more turn, and it didn't matter. But still, it probably was better to just kill this Aatrox and let my elusive just die and kind of go from there. So, still, you know, not a perfect game, but it was still kind of crazy how long it went for and just how much value we got from all those portals. So, GG's. In this match, we're going against Jayce. So, this is going to be the Cosmic Cull double up Jayce, right? Oh man, what if this double Senna is actually correct? What if this double Senna for Daunting Shadow is actually correct? He's super greedy, right? He's super greedy. I'm gonna play this Norra right away on... I'm gonna play this Norra right away on turn 2. And just let the opponent shock blast me next turn if they want to.
Joy is a good look in a book.
Or, like, the best card that they have. Yeah, if this is just a Mystic, I'm okay with this, right? Like, this, what this means, by the way, like, I'm always okay taking this Mystic turn 2. Because what this means is that the opponent doesn't get to play a 6-cost spell on turn 3. And if they're not playing a 6-cost spell on turn 3, I think I'm actually a little bit better off. Now, unfortunately for us, our hand is, like, horrible. So our hand is unfortunately horrible. Let's not take that 2 damage if we don't need to. So we'll just go ahead and throw that Pie Toss down. Opponent still has the access to do a 6-cost card net at this turn, which could be Formula, it could be the Scratchtron, it could be anything else like that. Fortune tomorrow. Alright. So they're gonna choose to do a next turn so that they can get the mana back. Is this the Cosmic Call right now? I guess it's not a bad time to do it. It's not a bad time to do it for them. You're gonna Shock Blast. Mister Thrift is not even a threat against you, man.
A lot of darkness out there.
Like, actually, I don't understand what that was about. Giving me this Ferrous Financier, by the way, is also kind of awkward for them, because now it potentially lets my Senna level up quicker than she would have done otherwise. Huh. So, if we go Portapalooza, I think it's a little bit unfortunate. What if we just go Mister Thrift? What if we go Mister Thrift again? See if the opponent gets baited into doing like another Shock Blast? I'm fine with doing a Portapalooza this turn. Yeah, they still have the 6 mana. So they could still have a way to deal with this Senna. Let's Pie Toss first. I wanna have 6 mana. I wanna have 6 mana available for us. Yeah, so this is cool, right? Question here is it actually Portapalooza or is it second Senna right now? This Jayce being leveled up could be a problem. I think I'm gonna go second Senna.
One goes down,
and just attack with everything. If the opponent wants to block here, it just enables us to kill it with the pastry. And opponent still taking 8 damage.
Come on, then.
Okay, they decide to block here. They still take 6, right? They don't have access to the Cosmic Code just yet. They have leveled up their Jayce, though. We can go Portapalooza. I'm still concerned. Like, I need to kill this Jayce on sight. I need to kill this Jayce right away, so that the opponent cannot actually get the... yeah, so the opponent cannot actually get the Cosmic Call, right? So the opponent wants to play Cosmic Call here, so we go like this. Just kill the Jayce. And again, it's all about preventing that double up. That could be such a problem for us. My concern here, though, is that I don't have any other removal here. Right? So I don't really have any other removal here. Opponent decided just to play the Priestess just like that. That's actually kind of crazy that they just play that Priestess just like that. If they have a second... Jayce, they'll be able to get the value from it. Yep. So they'll get the second Jayce here. So they'll get the second Jayce. I think I like this glimpse. Just right now, to try to get a removal against the opponent.
darkness and light.
We didn't find any of the cards that I needed. I could Soul Harvest this Clockland and level up this Senna. And this is pretty good too, right? Like having this Senna be level up now discounts all my stuff.
One more family, not one more soul. Keep your distance.
We still have all these impact triggers that could potentially present lethal into the opponent. So another soul. If they do Cosmic Call right now, they lose the game, right? Like this Cosmic Call wouldn't make any sense for them. Even if you double up the Cosmic Call, you're not gonna get anything that's gonna cost you 1 mana, right? Because the lowest that Cosmic Call can go, if you just play 2 Cosmic Call, right? The lowest Celestial card would be like 8, right? So it's not really affecting us. If you want to go ahead and do this, I guess we should just go ahead and just rip this now. If we rip this now, opponent really cannot kill. Like, I want to use it now while it's discounted, right? If opponent tries to challenge with their Jayce, they're just gonna lose. It was a potential that I should have just gone with Two-Face with the pastries. There's a big consideration that was probably the better play. We're gonna go like this. Stuck in Shadows. Bay. Poison Dart. We can just Poison Dart now, right? Oh, absolutely. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Soul Harvest or Conchologist? Which is better? Let's just go here. We still have one more portal in our deck. I guess it probably was the one from Mister Thrift. So there's not a good chance that we draw the last portal. Ah, what do you have? They get to heal. They still need one more card, right? They still need one more card here. Ah, they get the double heal. They get the double heal. So, do you have... They don't have the... They haven't played Cosmic Call, right? So, there's a less... Oh, wait. It was enough for lethal anyways? I didn't even realize that the double heal wasn't enough. So, GG's. In this match, we're going against Lurk. And this is a good matchup for us because we have a lot of ways to kind of get ourselves some nice blockers, right? We have like all these portals, which are really nice at getting us additional blockers that the opponent's not going to be able to play around. I don't think I need a second Norra. I think I'm going to try to see if I can find something like a Vengeance. So I want to mulligan this away. Or we can just play all our units in curve. Ah, okay. I was thinking, I was like, there's a chance, like if the opponent plays anything with 1 health, there's a chance that they just straight up int the game, like on the spot, right? Because we'll be able to go for the pie toss. Although it sucks going second, because the opponent got the Lurk in turn 1, it's okay, because he does let my Norra be able to attack here. I'll let you do whatever you want. I think I'm more focused on getting this Norra enabled. This is going to be 5, 6, 7 damage next turn. But this damage that the opponent is doing is going to be just temporary, really. Once we get our portals coming down, all this damage that the opponent is doing is not going to matter. Yeah, so we go the Team Maker, we go Portal Scholar, and we'll be chilling. Like, we'll take this damage here. We'll take this damage here. I don't want to get hit against another Snapkill Swarm. I guess we have 2 portals. If we get if we get one of the 2 portals right away, we can just go ahead and... Oh, I guess that kind of does it for me. So I'm gonna go the Portal Scholar, because if the opponent has a second Snapjaw Swarm, I want to make sure that I block this one. Yeah. So I think it's absolutely crucial that I block this one. I don't care about the impact from the Portal Scholar. I just care about the fact that she could get me another portal. So this is 4 portals on the top of my deck. And again, not really concerned here, because we can just remove anything that the opponent plays, including the Vengeance lets us kill that Rexa, right? So here's 2 blockers. That's dope. We can go ahead for the Portapalooza and still have access to the Pie Toss. So we can go for the Portapalooza and still to Pythos. It sucks that this is a 1 power unit, so it won't actually be able to kill. Alright, so what if we go like this? Well, I think I want to play this Portapalooza. I think I do want to play this Portapalooza, so I think I'm gonna go like this. Just play this Pythos. Lets me kill the Snapjaw Swarm. We'll go for the Portapalooza, get ourselves a bunch more much more portals, and here we go. And like again, now I have this wall of blockers that the opponent will not be able to do anything about. And we'll have the Vengeance to kill the Rek'Sais. We have stuff to do anything else. Like, I'm kind of chilling right now. This Norra is about to level up, which is going to be even more spicy. Yeah. There we go. So we get the Norra level up. We have a second Norra, right? So we have this second Norra. The Mister Thrift does nothing for us. So with this second Norra, we can go like this. I will burn a car. I will burn a car. I don't think there's anything that I have that I really care about. Like if the opponent blocks this one, it's the only way that I burn a car. Yeah, this makes more sense because you know I have the pastry in my hand. Their overwhelms are whatever. So their overwhelms are whatever. What if we do have to play this second Portapalooza and just get that draw? Or we can also just go Haste Spike here and we'll get that draw anyways. Blood in the water? Wait, but that doesn't do anything for them? Rek'Sai? I guess if they play Rek'Sai, that could be a problem. So I should knock that out of the Sitzman. So this is telegraphing a Rek'Sai, and it was. So then we Vengeance the first Rek'Sai. That Blood in the Water makes no sense unless you have exactly Rek'Sai. So that's why this was okay with us. I don't want to put this Sizzler Sentry yet. Because I'm gonna burn a card if I block with him. Right? I kind of don't want to burn a card just yet. I don't want to burn a card just yet. We have Haste Spike to be able to kill the Hatchling. So this is fine. If they attack, they push 8. I have to Haste Spike just because they could have another. Yeah, so now we go like this, and that will let me get the value that I need. We have a second Haste Spike even if the opponent has an answer. And now we have Piercing Darkness as well. Ooh. It's a little bit awkward that we don't have much else here. No, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Like the opponent cannot really have, even if they have another rally, at most they can only have a 2-cost unit, which is not enough for them to do anything here. So again, we took all that damage like early on. But it was all kind of just like a matter of time before we were able to just get our value here. Now, we do have this for Demacia that we could technically use with the Portapalooza. Or we could continue playing it early. Safe, I guess. I think we can continue playing this safe, right? We'll go like this. We still have Vengeance. This cannot die to Haste Spike as well. Yeah, so Blood in the Water. I do have to worry about Rek'Sai. So if the opponent has another Rek'Sai, so this is 7, 8. If it's another Rek'Sai, I'm in trouble. Okay, it's not another Rek'Sai. So then the question here is, do you have, if they have a Pike, they can kill this and stop the Haste Spike? I lose to Run Negation here, right? But I'd rather lose to Run Negation than lose to the Pike. Even if the opponent has a Rek'Sai, we still have this for Demacia. Right? And now we have a lifesteal here. We still burn that card, unfortunately. So we can always go for Demacia and stop any overwhelm value that the opponent might have. But we can also just Piercing Darkness if they play like a 5-drop. So it's okay, so there's the Pike. Now I have to be a little bit careful with this Pike because it will be able to clear my whole board. So I think we just go like this. If the opponent has a second Pike in their hand, that's fine. Yep. So yeah, we just win the game next turn. I guess they could still have another Pike. They could still have another Pike. If they have another Pike, they clear my whole board, which is why I'm just gonna not summon anything. So GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Norra and Targon. So this is going to be Cosmic Call. The Soul Harvest is going to be really nice against their Norra. I might keep both Soul Harvest because they also play the Portal Scholar, right? So if they get Norra on turn 2, we can Soul Harvest the first Norra. Then we can Junk Construct to have blockers and also have portals in the deck. Portapalooza is really nice. So we have to pass here. Opponent plays Norra. I'll play Soul Harvest. And that's going to be how the first turn goes. If the opponent does nothing, I'm not scared of just going for a Portapalooza here. Yeah, I think let's go like this. Let's go like this, and if we hit one of those portals, we're getting value for the Mister Thrift. Opponent doesn't have Norra, I guess. Alright. Now, the thing is that the portal gets put anywhere in the deck, right? So, it's not like it's somewhere specific. Let's go Jump Construct. Even if the opponent has Norra, we can always Haste Spike, which I don't mind doing. Oh, they're gonna just invoke. So this is gonna be a Cosmic Call next turn, right? This is absolutely a Cosmic Call next turn, which means that I should just don't be afraid to develop. So don't be afraid to develop here, because they're gonna, like, their best play here is just to play that Cosmic Call. So I want to develop so that they, you know, like, this is the best time to play Cosmic Call. So by the if I don't develop and I just open attack, it makes it even better for them to play Cosmic Call. By developing, at least they have to kind of second guess themselves here. Yep. So they go ahead and second guess themselves. Let's go ahead and just Haste Spike this. Let's attack with everything, including our Mister Thrift, because that's the fun part, right? Now, all our portals right now are like in random parts in our deck, so there's not really a great chance of us getting a portal right now, right? Yeah, so that's the Cosmic Call. Unfortunately, we don't really have anything that we can play here, I guess, unless we go for this Glimpse. I might just choose this Glimpse, to be honest. Let's go like this. Let's go like this on this Junk Construct that gives me a portal. There it is. Cool. I wish I would have preferred that next turn instead of this turn, but that's okay. Let's go here again. Condense. We can go Condense. We can go Condense because there's some interesting things that we can take away from them that we wouldn't have taken otherwise. When it goes down to 1, and we have access to potential pastry. I think I committed, right? Because if the opponent taps out of the heal here, like, let's say the opponent taps out of the heal right here, right? Let's start with this Darkness. I don't want to play a Pythos. I want the opponent to tap out of 5 mana. I want the opponent to tap out of 5 mana first, and there we go. So now the opponent could technically have access to Guiding Touch. But if they're using Guiding Touch here, I think I'm still in a decent spot as well. So we can just Pythos into Pastry, into the Nexus. So we go like this. And it's only Guiding Touch that's really punishing me here. They don't have it. So I think it was fine to play that darkness, right? Because opponent will either have to, like, if I just wanted them to give the action back to them and force them to actually use a card that tapped them out of the 5 mana heal, the Star Shaping. So, hey, welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed those games of Senna Norra. This deck is something else. Like, I feel like it's actually pretty difficult to play. You have to understand when not to tap out of things, when you can do certain things, when it's safe to play your Norra, when it's safe to play Senna. You know, how can you level her up quickly if you can, either one or the other, etc., etc. Like, there's a lot of intricacies for this deck that I did not expect when I saw this deck popping up in the stats. With that said, though, it is trying to just be annoying the opponent, right? It's nothing new, right? This is very close to Norra Veigar or even Norra Heimer that people used to play before. You're able to play Shadow Isles control tools and not run out of resources, because every time you get like those portals into your deck, it means that the opponent probably has to trade one of their cards to kill that portal, or whatever unit you get from that portal. And remember, you kind of get those portals from free, pretty much. So like if they're spending resources to kill your portals units, you just end up kind of running them out of resources, which ends up being really, really good for what this deck wants to do. So yeah, just kind of focus on getting all those portals down early on if you can, so you can kind of like aggressively go into them and be able to just remove any of like their units or anything else that they might summon to try to kill you with. The haste pack is so good at doing that, because it not only kills one of their units, but also gives you access to the husk, which can be really useful into your Norra and also advances your Norra level up, which is really important. But honestly, the MVP has to be Soul Harvest. This is so good against like Heimer decks, etc., which just fall to Soul Harvest. If you're able to kind of Soul Harvest their Heimer, you have ways to deal with their French rest as well. So you have a lot of options here. Really, the best matches with this deck are going to be stuff like Lurk. You saw us beating Lurk twice today. So if you are running into a lot of Lurk and tired of that, play this. You could do really well against aggro as well, because again, you get all those free units from portals. So aggro decks are not able to really kind of play to your Sun level. Mid-range can be a little bit more difficult, and control can also be a little bit more difficult. But if you're going against more aggressive decks, this is an excellent deck to try to counter those. In terms of strategy, again, you just go for the portals first. The Mister Thrift is kind of like an extra thing. If you get him down, cool. If not, it's not a big deal. I even started like mulliganing less and less from Mister Thrift, because it is kind of like a win more kind of card. Sometimes you get the portals from him, sometimes you don't, because unfortunately he is planting the portals randomly instead of in the top 4. I wish Rai would at least make it to be like the top 10. I think that would make Mister Thrift actually playable. But we wanted to try the new card, so yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, you go for the portal first, which is Norra, Young Construct, Tinkmaker, and Portal Scholar, and then eventually you transition into Senna and kind of controlling the board. The Portapalooza is really good at getting you those portals early as well as necessary. And then after that, towards the mid to late game, is just continue removing their units, continue playing more portals, and eventually, again, the opponent's gonna run out of resources or gonna run out of life, one or the other. At the same time, you have so many ways to disrupt their game plan that they're going to have a hard time keeping up with your pressure compared to what you can do to them. In terms of the mulligan, because we are going for the more portal game plan, I do like mulliganing for Norra. I like mulliganing for Construct. And even the Portal Scholar, if I really have at least one of my 2-drops, can be really good to keep as well. I'm a fan of always keeping Portapalooza, depending on the matchup though, but most of the times I will keep Portapalooza because it's an extra draw, an extra 2 portals, and those extra 2 portals again just give you so much value as the game goes on, especially if you're able to high roll them early on right away, because you get that 1 draw from the Portapalooza and then, you know, etc. So very big fan of Portapalooza. Keep Norra and Young Construct, and then Portal Scholar as kind of like another option. Of course, you want to keep stuff like Soul Harvest if you're going against something like Heimer, or even stuff like Vengeance if you're going against something that you need to kill right away that might potentially kill you too fast, right? So yeah. Anyways, I think that's enough for that. Hope you enjoyed today's games of Norra Senna Portal Control. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund. We stream every now and then, and you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.